Seen by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner that wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So now at this point, we have our first vice chair, John Pack, who is going to be our master of ceremonies for this evening. All right.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Boy, there's a lot of you. I'm not sure I'm up for this. But anyway, we're here to have fun, get to know each other, spend some time with people who think like us, want to help the governor and all the other Republican candidates win this fall. And so we're going to have a good time. We're going to raise a little money, hopefully. And so we're going to get started. First thing I'm going to do is introduce all of the dignitaries that we have here. And there are quite a few. If you want to just stand as I read your name, wave, and I'll just kind of move through this as we go. No particular order, I don't think. So we have U.S. Representative for Nevada 2 Congressional District, Mark Amadeus here in the House. We have Governor Lombardo right here. Lieutenant Governor Travis Anthony right next to him. Our controller Andy Matthews somewhere in the house. There he is. Lisa Krasner, State Senator for District 16. District 17, Ron Titus. Oh, there she is in the back. Very nice. And retiring on us, ditching us, Assembly District 40, Michaela Neal. District 4, Assemblywoman Lisa Paul. Assemblyman for Lyon County, District 26, Richard Long. Our great GOP chair for the state of Nevada, Mr. Michael McDonald. National chair in the state of California, Jimmy Rafferty. My position is a little bigger organization, Mr. Jim Hindle. Nevada GOP Secretary Douglas County Commissioner for District 4, Leslie Rice. Chair of the Lyon County Board of County Commissioners, Scott Keller. District Judge Kristen Lewis. Others listed. There it is. All right. Carson City Clerk Recorder Billy Hahn. Great recorder Billy Hahn. Chairman of the Douglas County NEGOP, John Crawford. Chairman Ryan County, Lori Nelson. Chief Deputy District Attorney Kelly Brandon. And District Attorney Garrett Cook. First woman to be elected to Nevada State Treasurer, Patricia D. Caffrey. How it goes, I think that's everybody on this. Miss one. There you go, Washoe County Commissioner Clary Underwood. My apologies. Washoe County Chairman, right here. They keep getting to complete list. All right, did anybody else? Yes? Okay, Judge Woodbury, there you go. All right. So one more? Yeah, go. Okay, very good. 80 Burgess, Clark County. Douglas County, sorry, my bad. Hey, we're winging it at this point. We have one more than that. Story County, County Sheriff. Gary Schmidt. Sorry, I don't know everybody. All right. Anyone else? There you go. Nice. Awesome. Well, welcome to all of you. So glad you made it here. It's exciting. Now we have some people that are going to run for some of these offices that I might not have named yet. Again, in no particular order, this is just off the list. U.S. Representative for Nevada 1st Congressional District, Jim Marshall. Well, Secretary of State. My bad. Apologize. Been set up up here. All right. Well, so let's hope we have these right. So, Representative for Nevada 2nd Congressional District, Dave Philho. James Sotomayor. Fred Swami. Back there. Monica Stabbert. All right, Stacey. Jesse Watts, right there in the back. Very good. All right, Nevada Attorney General, that'd be Danny or Tarkanian. Okay, Nevada Secretary of State, also Sharon Abel. Okay. State Treasurer, for State Treasurer, we have Jeff Hart. Drew Johnson. All right, a couple more. This is for PKC. Julie Butler. Rich Harvey. And Drew Ryland. And Stacey Woodbury. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Adriana, who's the first State Attorney General. All right. Last but not least, for sure, Carson City District Attorney Kelly Brandon. All right. Did I miss anybody else? There you go. That's right. Not only is he in a current job, he's running for. All right, yes, sir. Well, Can't be anybody. Well, oh, well, of course, yeah. Oh, Settlemire, no, he's, okay, well, Jim Wheeler. All right, well, now that I'm thoroughly embarrassed, I'm going to have, or ask very nicely, if Mr. Amity will come up and share a few words with us. As long as we're out here before midnight, we're all right. Thank you, sir. Hey, listen, this is going to be the shortest thing you're going to hear all night, because I've been at some of these with these other guys coming out. They are the ever-ready funny people. So listen, I know nobody came here tonight to hear me talk, so I will try not to disappoint you. Having said that, it was, God, almost 30 years ago, I was thinking about running for office. There's some people in this room that are kind of, I thought, I'm going to go to Carson City Republican Central Committee, see what these people are all about. It was upstairs in the Nugget. Joe DiLeonardo was the chair, and John Anson was the speaker now. And Anson said, those of you educated people, not people who graduated from Rancho High School, Western High School. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the governor's alma mater and the state party chairman's alma mater. I'm sorry, I take that back. But anyhow, the saying was, bad things happen when good people do nothing. And I thought about it, I'm going, it's always easier not to run. But guess what? When good people do nothing, you see what happens in those Democratic districts elsewhere in this state and elsewhere in the country. And so I want to say thank you to my home Central Committee. Through the years, you have been phenomenally supportive of a guy of average intelligence who has endeavored to try to do the right thing and been given a phenomenal opportunity. And so, Dick Bryan, not a Republican, had an old saying though, if you're not running unopposed, you're running scared. And so there's a lot of folks that are scared in a good way in this room. But bringing that across the finish line to keep the governor doing what he's doing, Scarborough's doing what he's doing, those legislative folks doing what they're doing is phenomenally important. So I just want to say, hey, thanks hometown folks. I know you haven't agreed with me all the time, but on those times you were wrong, as it turns out. I know in every primary season I've been a royal, but you stuck with me anyhow, which is why I guess you end up with a 98+% Trump vote rating, 100% life derived, NRA, all that sort of stuff, and NIV, and that sort of stuff is because, here's the punchline, girls and boys, everybody always works on the national stuff. You don't have to go hold a gun to somebody's head on the border or any of that other sort of stuff. That the team takes care of. But this seat is the only one in all 435 in the House and 100 in the Senate that is exclusively responsible for what happens in Nevada, north of Indian Springs. Exclusively responsible for what happens in Nevada, north of Indian Springs. So you've got a bunch of folks that are interested in the seat, and God bless you all. Well, almost all of you. But as you're making if all you get is a steady stream of, and I said this in Unlock earlier today, only in a political race, which is like a personnel session, when people come in for a job interview, which is the election, and they say, the reason you want to vote for me is because everybody else who wants the job sucks. Really? That's what you got?
That's what you're going to bring to the table? And so, and I know the consultants love it because you get to spend more money if you get into those. But you folks have been phenomenally supportive of here's the issues that affect us globally, but also the issues that affect us here in the Truckee Meadows, in Eagle Valley, in Western Nevada, out 80, out 50. Those are the things that this is the seat that is exclusively responsible for federal legislative stuff. So I hope that in part of your evaluation of who you're going to support, you check that stuff out, because that's the only one. Thank you all very much for your patience with me. Go on.
All right, thank you. Well deserved, well deserved. All right, real quick, I want to give a shout out real quick. We have a company that for 3 years has been donating a full table for our young folks. That'll be BRC Landscaping, so give those guys a round of applause. We're getting into it, which is a good thing. Also, Melissa Clay, Veterans Table sponsor, the whole table. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. And with that, we're going to move on to this new talk. That's actually really neat.
Tough job. You had the toughest job of the night of all the candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause for our candidate. Please. And when he was first deciding to run, I was mayor pro tem for the city of Las Vegas. And came up to the legislature, first meet him, smart candidate. Of course you are. And he had the introduction, and he had everybody who was holding court to watch what he was able to accomplish all the way through his career and where he's at now. It's very strong. Look at what he holds when you look back nationally. Mark, those are some huge shoes to fill. Huge. And whoever has it, God bless you, it's gonna be great to see. Congressman, the can is red, and I came home today for Percy, by the way. I'm bringing it to you. So I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. You know why you're here, and we're blessed that you're here. To make sure that we have an opportunity to get behind all our candidates. And this is going to be a tough year. They say if you watch Fox News, you watch any channel, Republicans are behind the ball. They're never going to make it. Everything that happens nationally, we're getting blamed for. But I can tell you one thing. When the chips were down, you showed up. The victory that turning the governor's mansion back to Republican was all of you. There's not one consultant that can take credit. There's not one person that can take credit for it. It was the body and the people that knocked doors, the people who went out and made sure you and your neighbors voted. Then you did it again in 2024. Donald Trump will never be elected. Never going to happen. Our AG indicted 6 of us. All the way down the line. You never turned your back. You dug in and you said, let's do this. Again, against all odds. Nevada showed up. Not only did we turn the state red for the first time in 20 years, putting a President Donald J. Trump in the White House, but that victory again lies at your feet. It's you. You're the ones that are doing this. So for all of the chest beaters, and this is what we got on the grid, yes, you are. But we need the consultants and the chest beaters that take credit for it. Realize that the body is the one that makes it. You, the men and women who get up, knock doors day to day, show up at the booth. That's what it's all about. Showing up to these Lincoln days. So while we're here tonight, pay respect to our congressman who's leaving, but he'll never leave. Carson City's his home. He's never leaving. We wouldn't have you in Las Vegas. You're taking over. You can't come back. You're welcome to visit. But more importantly, we have the greatest governor in the United States. He digs in. He's a working class man. I served with him for a long time on Metro. It was an honor. Our lieutenant governor, same thing. He was my sergeant and graveyard, and then we went to training. These are men that push everything aside to make sure you had an opportunity to see what they could do. And you answered again. All of you answered. We're grateful for you. Then we need someone in the controller's office. Andy Matthews is one of our great leaders we had in the assembly. Step right back up again. But don't downplay our assemblymen, our assemblywomen, our senators, to make sure that you stand with them. You go in that booth and you check it all the way down. You won't regret it. But don't be the ones that regret when it's over. Because you'll be looking back saying, well, what happened? My odds are on you. You've done it 3 times. I'm asking you one more time, saddle up. This is going to be one hell of a ride. You're all going to enjoy it. It's really going to happen. But it's going to take each and every one of you to make it happen. So I thank you for having me here again tonight. This is the best part. Lincoln Days are always the best part because you get to meet the people and spend money and get picked on by your congressman. But more importantly, it's about each and every one of your family members. So we leave here tonight. God bless you. God bless your family. Let's go back. Let's take this state, put Governor Lombardo and everybody down that ticket back in office so we can beat our chest and say we did it.
Awesome words. You know, at every function I've been chairman or MC, I've said much the same exact words. And I told everybody, I promised I would never stop saying it until we got everybody elected this year. And it's come out and vote. Do whatever it takes, wherever you live, to get people out. You throw them in the van, you drive down your street, you pick up all your neighbors, whatever it takes. You walk around with that collection box for harvesting ballots, right? But it's the thing. It's the rules. We have to do it. If we in the rules can get up to that 90 percentile, Mr. Lombardo and everybody else will be back in their office. And that's what we need to do. We can carry them to victory if we get to 90%. Every rural county. So it's up to us as our county leaders to get out there in our communities and get those volunteers, knock on those doors, collect those ballots. It's on us. So let's get to work, but after dinner, because that's coming up. All right, so as I said, dinner's coming up. Also, while you're waiting, we've got the silent auction stuff in the back and the regular auction stuff where you can view it. Bar in the back, so help yourselves while we're waiting. We're gonna, why don't we do it this way? I'm making this up as we go. We're gonna start over here with this table, and we're just gonna go each table. Go ahead and go outside, get your food, come on back, and then we'll start the next row. My left to your right, to my right, and we'll go with that. All right, so gentlemen, ladies, if you'd like to start us off.